So I was curious if anybody here has heard of Wolfram Alpha.
Yeah.
Wolfram Alpha? Wolfram Alpha is where all my calculus students go to get answers for things. All right? So here's what we could do here. And Wolfram Alpha just gives you this blank bar, and you can type anything you want in there. So I'm just going to put here solve. Now, what were the equations we had? 40x plus what? 20y equals 4,000. And the other equation, 32x plus 32y equals 4,000. That's it. That's all I'm going to type in. I'm going to see what it does. There it is. Solve. X is 75, y is 50. It's done. All right? Yeah. So the technology is here where, it'll do a lot for you. In fact, it'll go as far as graphing the two lines for you and showing their point of intersection. So it's more information than you actually were asked for. And it gives you even more things that aren't even relevant here, okay? You can actually have it show steps, but I think you have to pay for a premium account to do that. Yeah, so show step-by-step solution. Let's see what happens. Oh, go to the pro version now, so you can pay. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But there's also an app, there's a Wolfram Alpha app that you can put on your phone. Now, you can't use that on the test, obviously. But so this begs the question, why is it that we go through this process of learning this stuff if ultimately the technology can do it for us? And the computer's not going to make a mistake, right? It's not going to accidentally divide by 8 instead of 80 or something like that. So what do y'all think? I'm asking y'all a real legitimate question here. Y'all are sitting here taking this class. You've got to take a bunch of other classes, right? And then you get this degree. And then, so why go through all the pain and suffering of doing this if a computer will do this for you? I want some answers here. To understand what? The process of how you get there. But the computer's going to do that for you. So why do you need to know the process? What's that? Your senior pre-cal teacher? Waste of your time? I have an answer, but I have an answer that I hope that you'll appreciate, but I want to hear your answers first, because I think this is a legitimate question that a lot of you ask. Why do we need to know this, right? I think it's a very legitimate question. You're in a higher education institution now. You're paying for this, right? This is not, well, it is funded by tax dollars, but not like high school was, right? High school is like, it's against the law to not go to high school, but it's not against the law to not go to college. So, you know what I'm saying? So, why do you have to learn all this stuff? Why is it that you have to go and take this class and then take that class? Like, how many of you are in a class that's not business related right now? What class?
Theater.
Theater?
Astronomy.
Astronomy? Oh, I like that class. What else? Astronomy, what else? English. Oh, I love English. Music appreciation. Come on, this is your education. I'm curious to know what y'all think. Hello? Hello? I'm curious. I want an answer for this.
It's for the sake of suffering.
They just want you to suffer. Yes. You're not learning? Okay, I'm going to give you an answer, and you either like it or don't like it, okay? I have two answers, and I think I'll turn my mic off. My microphone back on. For 4.2, the homework I'd like for you to do is only the 55 through 73 odds. Okay? Solve any way you want. But not Wolfram Alpha, okay? Not Wolfram Alpha. But you get to choose. The instructions are going to look confusing if you read them. It says, use an augmented matrix, blah, 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 and we haven't even talked about that. But at the end of the day, each one of those problems is solving a system of equations. So there are quite a few practice problems there. And I expect that you're going to have some questions because on some of those, something weird's going to happen and you're not going to get a solution. And that goes back to remembering that you can have one solution when you have two lines hit, you can have no solutions when they're parallel, and you can have infinite solutions when it's the same line. So I expect you to have questions next week when you come back about that homework assignment. Everyone have a good weekend, all right?